you are about to get out of a relationship. Yeah. Yeah. Either way, it's going to be great. The way that, it's just a good segue coming into this, right? So much that we put our thoughts or into our mind, into our belief that things needs to be a certain way, even through this chaos, right? Literally, this chaos. We can keep putting into all this. It's going to be a long journey to get out, or it's going to be a terrible, or maybe not as terrible, but like there's still, there's a lot of uncertainty being single. But again, it's just, it's the food that we put into our minds that determine that, oh my God, this divorce proceeding or this chaos is annoying, or like coming out of relationships is going to be life-changing. I hate to break the news, but even after I broke up from my last relationship, there was no like lights or sky parted, like, the light showing that now you're single, enjoy the life as a single. There's nothing like that. Like, life goes on. Sorry to disappoint you. And it was not like things just kind of like all of a sudden, like the earth break apart and, hell is right in front of you and you're going to fall into hell because now you're single. Nothing like that too. And it's sometimes the perception of it, of like, oh my God, I'm going to be single. What's going to happen? Like, either it's excitement or there's going to be like
definite excitement.
It's what it's in our mind, right? It's like a movie. And sometimes it's a great movie, sometimes a bad movie, depending on like what kind of mood you want it. And I want to also, when I share that story, is that you can change that movie. You want that movie to be a great movie, then switch the channel, make it a rom-com, or make it like, the celebratory, like, Independence Day kind of type of movie, right? Or the Maverick kind of movie.
Yes.
If you need to cry and everything like that, then make it a very sappy movie. But know that you're in control of both movies, so you can switch it back and forth. So yeah, not gonna say it's gonna make the process goes easy. I think that's one thing that we all have, part of our journey is to be comfortable, even if it's not comfortable. That is not.
That I understand a lot.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I'm gonna be quiet now so you can teach.
No, actually, it's gonna be open for discussion and open for. Well, I wanted to bring what we've learned the last few days, right? The chaos, the clarity. I think what we just discussed just now shows like how the chaos itself is something that we create in our own mind, that we have control at any point to change that chaos into clarity. And yesterday we tap into if you know where you want to go, if you know what's important for you, then switching that channel, it gets easier, because you will want to prioritize what you want, what is important for you. So if you see like whatever it is that you're going through, coming out of the relationship, growing your business, I think the homework that I gave you yesterday is to hone in into what feeling you want to achieve, right? What's underneath behind all this desire? What is the end? I hate to say the end goals because it feels like something that you have to achieve, but like underneath, deep in the feelings of why we're going through what you're going through right now, even though sometimes it is a situation that you can avoid, right? Ali is, is in the part that is being, the one that has, endure the situation, but still going through the process, you are going through the situation, right? And the more that you get deep into the feeling of, okay, I'm going to go through this. I'm going to put in the time for making sure that divorce is going well, my business is growing, and anybody else who's listening out there, yesterday, somebody who wants to lose weight, get into the feeling of like, why? What's the real reason? What do I want to feel at the end? What am I searching for? Because it's once we understand that, we're starting to understand the basic needs of our own being, whether it's an emotional, whether it's physical, could be as mundane as, well, I do need some extra money to get a car, right? Or it could be as like, well, if I can do this, that means I can show proof that I can be independent. Just like I mentioned yesterday, a lot of the things that I do something, I just want to show that I can express myself. I can be who I am without feeling like, oh, I have to hold back. And, we all want certain freedom as well, right? Whether it's the freedom of self-expression or freedom of time, freedom of, what was that? Freedom of time, freedom in the resources, right? You're not being controlled by other people. You're not somebody else's puppets. I gotcha. Because we all, that's just part of us. Like, we want certain freedom because that's very masculine, because we have masculine, feminine in our energy, right? So the masculine always wants to find freedom to be able to do anything, everything that you desire. And the same part is the female energy, where you also want to feel connected. You want to find the freedom to be able to just connect with anyone, the freedom to love or feeling love and being in a flow with whatever energy that you have. But sometimes it could be, productive, and there will be time that I just want to rest and I just want to enjoy what I have created. And sometimes creating a business give you that, right? Provide you with the ability to be in the flow of whatever that life wants to take you, because sometimes it's no longer right to continue being in a masculine for a while, like just being productive 9 to 5, and like, this is what I have to do, when having a business could actually answer the dying questions, the why, the reason why of creating it in the first place. Maybe it's understanding that need, that what, I'm preparing for something so that I can relax myself into being more feminine, being more magnetizing, and being in the flow of abundance. Because sometimes, as we are living in this current way of living, it's all about making money, it's about productive, it's about achieving goals. And the great thing about understanding life as well is that the abundance is all around us, and there's another way, and then sometimes it's shown in different parts of life, and maybe in letting go of a relationship, or going back into a relationship, or growing a business, that you're starting to see that there are other options out there that you can actually relax into and be in your own flow that feels more satisfying. And that's another thing that we want, right? As something that's important. I want to feel satisfied. I want to feel that when I leave this world, that I've done the best that I can, that I'm going to be leaving something for somebody, like maybe my children, that, that they can carry forward, and things like that. So as you go deeper into the reason why, and if you have a very strong reason why, and this is why I'm putting it under clarity, because the clearer you are with that, and I've interviewed several people, including some of my great friends who were like business owner, coaches, and leaders and whatnot, they have a strong reason why that they do things, that no matter what's going on in their life, and some of them gone through traumas, divorces, being looked down by, their male bosses, or they have to really work hard to get where they had to. All of that, sometimes I'm like cringing and I'm like, oh my God, why are you doing that? Like, what really gives you the motivation to go forward when things are just so tough, right? And they all have a clear reason behind everything that they do, that whenever things becomes chaotic, although they will come to me, it's like, I can't deal with this. But when they remember that reason why, they're like, okay, I'm not done doing this. I'm still gonna move forward. And when you are connected with that, and I'm not saying that there's not going to be hard work. Hard work is still going to be there, but it's going to be hard work that is not work, meaning that you're going to be doing it so almost kind of like voluntarily, because this is way above even money that you need to create, right? I'm not saying that money is bad, but like sometimes the drive is actually bigger than creating money itself, because once you're in that full power, especially for the feminine, of that, I'm in a flow of abundance, I'm creating this. And it's like, and if your parents, if your mother, right, when you're raising your kids, no matter what it is, you have to carry this kid from baby to adulthood, and there's nothing stopping you. There's not even money that will stop you, right? You will always be able to somewhat create whatever it is that needed to create the life that you need to provide for the children. So the same thing with whatever it is that you're going through, or wherever that you're putting your focus on, have that clarity so that you can bring that forward no matter what's going on. That gives you that real energy that push you forward. And I know yesterday there was, there are a few of you, and you're probably going to be watching this in recording about, losing weight, or, worrying about parents, right? And again, same thing. What is it that you really like? What's underneath? And sometimes what we worried about other people could also be something that, because we're all, we can't really, we want to express our love, or we are missing that loving energy, that we instead of us sharing or expressing that love, sometimes we use worry as the energy exchange, because we feel that when we worry, we care. But sometimes it's all about wanting to share that connection, the deeper connection, or feeling love that we miss so much, that we want to express. But instead of it's just expressing it as love, other ways, other things come because of the differences in beliefs and whatnot. So if you really want to come down into the desire itself, like, why do you have to worry so much? Like, why do you want to control? And there's something, okay, what do you want to control somebody's life? Like, you want to make sure that they're eating right, they're taking their medicine and things like that. Underneath, it's all because you feel like you want that connection with the other person. Like, am I right? That you want, like, I don't want to lose you. And that's the deepest expression of love, right? I don't want to lose you. I don't want anything to happen to you. So I worry about you. And that's all coming from love. And when we understand that is the source of it, then you can also open up, okay, well, how can I be loving more? Instead of worrying, how can I be more loving? Like, what if I look deep into my own self? If I love myself, what do I need, right? How can I fulfill my own needs so that I can love myself? So the same way as you look the other person, what can I love about this other person? What can I provide? What can I give that really meet the other person need, instead of we're just like, oh, you have to eat this, you have to do this, and things like that, or worrying about them. But connections, the desire of that connection that we can create, because we understand that, okay, I want love, I want a deeper connection. Let's create that, instead of just trying to push things as worries, right? And with like losing weight, I think I also tapped in yesterday. What's the core desire? Do I want to feel good in my body? And I think that's one of the, like, I want to feel good. I want to feel like I'm creating I'm living my highest potential. And why is it, like, what's the deepest feeling about becoming the highest potential? And the questions that keep coming up in my head is like, okay, if I already tell you that you are already perfect the way that you are, can you love yourself deeper? Because it also can come back like, the questions when I hear something like that. So if you're not your highest potential, does that mean you can't love yourself? And I want you to, start, go deep into your own desire, to start noticing, am I my own best friend? Am I wanting to be this highest self, this achievement, because I'm trying to fight my own image? Or can I love myself more, so that whatever that I'm actually creating, and this can also be true with business, divorce, or whatever project that you're going, am I doing this because I love myself, right? Am I doing this because I know if I love myself, then I want to take care of my finances, I want to take care about my health, I want to take care of my relationship, I want to take care of everything about me because I love and care of myself. So at the end of the day, there's a deeper feeling why we do things, and we acknowledge that, and we go back into reflecting like, okay, what's the real reason? Why am I doing this? Even as I'm mundane, like I said, I do want to get a new car. I want to live, another, I want to create money. I want to make money so that I can move to a different city. And that's all, that's also like part of loving yourself, right? Because part of loving yourself is making sure that your dreams come true. Okay. So any questions about that? I was just kind of do a do-over of what we did the last couple of days. Good. All right. So today, as promised, I'm going to do the activation. So we're going to go into a short meditation. If you're comfortable, you can close your eyes. I'm not going to play a music because then it might be distracting. So if you're comfortable, close your eyes and have your feet planted on the floor. Or if you already have if you're sitting with, your legs crossed, that's fine as well. So right now, take a deep breath in through the nose and hold it. And breathe out as well through the nose, slowly and gently. You don't push, just breathe as normally. You exhale out through the nose. And at the bottom, hold for 5 count. Take another deep breath in through the nose, filling in the space, every space in the body, from the stomach all the way up to the chest. And when you fill up your whole entire body, hold on the top for 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale out. Again, slowly and gently through the nose. Take another deep breath in. And hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale out. And hold. And you can release the hold. You can breathe normally again through the nose. Now I want you to put your attention right behind your eyes, specifically in between your eyes, in between your eyebrow. So put your attention right there, not in the front, but right behind the eyes. So inside of your head. So place your attention there. You might feel a certain, maybe a little tingling sensation. You're probably feeling like something is vibrating in that area. Just observe and bring your attention there. Now, I want you to imagine and visualize like this is your control room. Like this is a place where you can control all the memories that you have. And there's like a big, maybe a big button that you can press to the left or to the right, and there'll be images coming and going, like memories, images coming from the past, from the future, from everywhere. So right now, I want you to press a button and you're going to calling in memories from your past that has created like maybe the best things in your life that has happened to you. So you want to call in all the best memory, the happiest memories that you have experienced from the past. You're going to press that button and you're going to arrive the first happiest memory. And right now, just take a look. Maybe it starts to play like a movie. You start to see yourself at whatever age that you're in, and you notice what you're doing, who you're with, what makes you happy, and just feel that happiness. Experience it again, all the joy, as if you're exactly in that memory. Look around, look at all the pictures, look at all the people around you, the color in the sky if you're outdoor, maybe the color of the room that you're in. And just take a great picture. As you're pressing that button again, you're going to be taken to another memory, another happy memory in the past. Maybe it happened when you're a child, maybe it happened when you're in your 20s, 30s, so on. Just press the button and you're going to be arriving at another event in your life that you're feeling at your happiest. Again, take a look around. Notice how old you are, what you were doing, what happened, and the people around you. Who are they? Who are you sharing your happiness in this moment? And just feel what that happiness feels like. And one more time, press the button. We're gonna arrive to another place where it's actually even more celebratory than the last two, like something that makes you feel so proud of yourself that you have achieved a milestone in your life. And you're just gonna put that picture in front of you. You're gonna see and notice what happened to you, what makes you feel so proud of yourself, like you're on top of the world. What makes you so happy? People around, who are they? What color is around you? What are you holding? What's happening? And just bring the images so strong, make it double, triple the feeling, like you're so on top of the world, like this could be nothing else could be happier than this. In fact, right now, your memory might even go to something that makes you even more proud. Happiest day, the proudest moment. That if you look back, you might not believe that you have achieved this, that you're so proud of yourself. Just remember this. Now, I want you to clear all this image but yet still remembering all these feelings of happiness, the joy, feeling so proud of yourself, top of the world. You know, you've done so many great things. You're so proud of yourself. Sometimes you don't even believe that you've done all of this. Well, believe it, because you have done this. It's your memory. It's there to remind you that you're greater than what you think or believe you are. And I want you to imagine your life today. The things that feel so chaotic, the things that suddenly, as you look at it, maybe has a color of gray that's being weighing you down. And just put this image, this situation in front of you. Remember, you're in the control room. Just for now, bring your awareness back right behind the eyes. So bring forward the situation that you've been overthinking or worrying about, or, thinking too much, and just put it in front of you. And now look at the movie. What's really going on? What's weighing you down? What's creating the thinking, the hamster wheels of maybe I'm not doing the right thing? Why did I do that? Why didn't I ask that? Why did she say this? Why wouldn't this happen to me? What else could I do? And just see yourself in the situation. What are you doing? What's really going on? And pay attention to the details, and also pay attention where it is in your body that you're carrying this energy. So just notice part of your body where there's tension, where there's resistance, where there's maybe tightness. And right now, notice what colors that are playing in this movie that you're going through right now, that feels so heavy, that feels so annoying, that feels so burdening, right? And right now, I want you to put a color blue on this picture. So just paint this picture with color blue. And as you're painting this, I want you to tell yourself, it's going to be okay. That all of this are just images that I create in my mind. And at any moment, I can actually grab the picture. And in fact, you can actually grab this picture right now, and then you can put it in your hands and then you crush it. And as you're crushing it, you're destroying it and you're deleting it and removing it from the movie. And if there's anything remaining in this movie, again, just paint the color blue, just plaster the movie with color blue, and then grab it with your hand and just crush it in your hands as if you're deleting it and letting it go. You might even see it as if you're crushing on a piece of paper and dumping it into a trash can. Or if you like to burn it, do it. And see it goes into pieces. Again, one more time, any other remaining situations, images, or the things, a situation that you've been carrying that weighing you down. Right now, just put it in front of you as if it's in a movie. Grab it with your hands. Oh, wait, plaster it with color blue. Grab it with your hand and toss it out. Now, you might start to notice that in front of you, the color is becoming lighter. In fact, I'm hoping that maybe the images starting to get very distorted. If there's any remaining images that's clear, the worries that you're still carrying, or maybe you have more that you want to put out in the screen, do it right now. Plaster it with the paint blue and then delete them. At any moment, at any time when you have your mind going into the overdrive, into worrying or in overthinking, questioning yourself, have I done this right? Should I do more? Maybe I don't do enough. Or what else can I do here? And will my strategy work? Is there anything else I have to do, or anything like that that you create in your mind that becomes such a heavy weight? You can always say, okay, I'm gonna delete this, let this go. And notice that your body is also starting to let go some of the resistance so that it becomes lighter and lighter. So always, always put the image in front of you, see what it is. If there's anything that you need to learn or understand from that situation, you can always take a picture and say, okay, I need to learn that. I know what I have to do next, but for the rest, if it's something that just become a worry, overthinking, things of negatives that you want to let go, put the paint blue, crush it in your hand, and just let it go. Okay. Now you should have a lighter picture in front of you. I'm hoping it's probably a little more empty than before. And I want you to imagine and visualize yourself 1 year, 2 years, 3 years from now. Give yourself the opportunity to believe that you are here for the reason why you're doing what you're doing now. And I'm going to call it your purpose. So give yourself permission to allow visions, images of who you are becoming 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years from now. You might see it as one pictures, you might see it as evolving pictures of who you are 1 to 5 years from now. But I want you to just give yourself permission. Even though your mind right now is trying to say this is not possible, just give yourself right now the permission to allow the images, the vision to flood yourself. Maybe it will come in feelings. Maybe it comes in words. Maybe it comes in images. Whatever they are, just allow them to come right now. Don't judge it. Don't resist it, especially if you notice that your body is tight. Breathe, relax that body part, and allow the image or the visions to come. Maybe it would just be like, I just want to feel calm. I just want to be comfortable in my body. I just want to feel relaxed. Maybe the image is just you relaxing by the oceans or the beach, and that's okay. And just keep bringing in the image, the visions, the words, the feelings, the sensations in the body. Open up all your senses. Maybe you smell something that reminds you of like, yes, this is where I want to be. Allow yourself to be there. And just bring yourself more and more of all these images. And in fact, right now, from where you are right now, right behind the eyes, I want you to extend your arms and you want to grab that picture of who you are 1 year, 2 years, or 5 years from now, and then grab that and put it into your heart. And then keep grabbing and then put it into your heart. make that image, that feelings grow into you inside your body. So grab it with your hands, your future self, putting it into you. Just keep grabbing your future self and putting into you. If you come up with another sensation, bring it into the heart. You come up with another picture, bring it into the heart, and just keep stacking it. Maybe you start to also notice there are people around you that you want to be with, that you want to connect with. You maybe see the people's life you touch, that you inspire because of what you do. Maybe your business are touching the life of thousands, millions of people because of the benefits that you're creating through these businesses. Maybe it's your children that you're going to start see growing and becoming your legacy. Just bring all these pictures, these sensations, this energy into your body, into your heart. And right now, put your hands on your heart and feel that, knowing that it's already there. And whenever life throws you anything at you, know that within your heart, you already know that GPS, that direction, or where you're going, who you are becoming, how you're going to be feeling, what feels great for you. That no matter what happened, you're going to always go back into that directions. The feeling that you want to feel in your heart and your body. The feeling that you know that that is me. And nothing else matters. Nothing else can dictate who I need to be. Because I already know. And so it is. Now take a deep breath in. Feeling in all the sensation. Feeling in who you are. Your soul, your spirit, your heart. Feeling in this clarity, knowing who you are. Feeling in this clarity of your purpose, what's important for you, your GPS, your compass. Feeling in all sensation that makes it who you are, inside your heart, inside your mind, inside your whole entire being. So it is. Take another deep breath in. And as you breathe out, come back into your body. Next few inhalation, exhalation, come back even more. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. All right. How's everyone feeling? Wiggle the hands, begin the feel, welcome back. Anybody wants to share what you experience, what you see? Are you clear now? Where's your clarity? Where's your directions? Wonderful, wonderful. So write down 3 things that you can start doing for yourself every day to remind yourself the feelings, the directions, the purpose, the why, so that you always can remind yourself of these 3 things. Because this is what happened, right? Life happens. And most of the time we wake up, we jump right into life. But I want you to start your process moving forward with these 3 things. so that you keep reminding yourself that, hey, this is my direction. I'm trying to give an example, but it's not coming in my head right now. Okay, I'm gonna just give an example of my own life, I guess, because the last few months, I really create a ritual for myself, because my value, what's important for me, is to feel comfort, love, and magic. And these three things are not easy, right? Especially with building a business. But if I am building a business that truly is mine, that honors who I am, that really becomes a joy to me instead of work, then I really need to create this for myself first thing. Because otherwise, then work is work. We know how to be productive. We know what a business strategy is. But because I want to influence this, because this is my brand and this is who I am, I need to create that. So in the morning, because I know what's important, then I create the ritual. So for me to feel comfortable, like I do love my coffee, and I do put in other things in my coffee to give me that sensation of comfort and love. And love for me means like I take care of myself. Self-care is a big deal. So for me to wake up and feeling that I'm loving myself by like taking a shower, like I have like skincare products that I truly enjoy, that I love putting on, and the makeup and everything like that, that give me that love. And then magic. Well, I do magical stuff. I do energy work. So for me, that's the magical things that I do for myself. So because of that, things have been kind of like, instead of trying to overthink of a strategy and how to grow the business, because I'm starting my day with all these three, I'm starting to attracting things into my own energy field that reflect the people, the business, the kind of things that I really enjoy being with, surround myself with. And it's just, I'm just going to say it's magical. And again, that's the value that I love, like that's important for me. But because I put it in that rituals, things are evolving to become my business the way that I want it. Why I'm saying this is because it's easy to go into the heart, to the strategy, to, oh, everybody's doing this, which you still have to do, right? There's a structure of why, how you're going to create a success. But even more so, to beat the overthinking, because strategy alone doesn't work. I've tried it. But if you put in what's important for you as the priority, the strategy and these important things become one, and you're just becoming a flow into working in the business instead of just working the business. I have to mention it because I know that some of you are working on your own business, and sometimes we get here, right? Oh, I have to make it right. I have to make it correct this way. But then you're going to hit certain ceiling because that strategy alone is not going to work. And then you're like panicking, and then you're going into your head even more. And it's like, the strategy is not working. I have to figure out more, and it's just not going to work. So the whole point of, today exercise as well, now that you know what's important. Okay. And the idea of like, remember that you have to fill up your own gas before you can drive around, right? You have to fill in yourself before you can help others. So the ideas of you remembering what you need, that you can also take care of that, remembering that sensation that you want, so that it's always already there. So you're so filled up that whatever it is that you're doing for others, your business, taking care of other people and things like that, become an overflow. And when it's an overflow, you're in this flow of abundance. Everything is just coming back to you without you have to use the overthinking, the overdrive, of like, oh, I must think about this, or I must worry about this. I have to strategize. I have to blah, blah, blah. I hope that makes sense. I don't know why it went that direction. Any questions? I want to hear. So right now, if you haven't written down the 3 things, that's like the, the feelings, the why, what you want to fulfill, and make it as a practice, 3 practices that you can start doing to put you back into that feeling of like, ooh, success is like this yumminess that I'm gonna, be so, I don't know, like excited or feel acknowledged. I'm in front of a stage, I'm getting all the attention. So write it down, because even it feels like, oh my God, I'm so narcissistic. No, it's not narcissistic. It's part of the need that you need for yourself. So have that as your daily routine. Like, okay, you need to be acknowledged. Maybe ask somebody to give you to give you a compliment in the morning. You have friends, you have your children. It's like, okay, I'm making this practice now. I need to feel acknowledged. I need to feel seen. So in the morning, can you say this to me? As simple as that, right? But then you already have that, so you're not craving it from your business or from whatever it is that you're taking care of, but you already have it in yourself. Any questions? I need to write it down so I can write it. All right. Questions, sharing? Nope.
Yeah, the only thing that I want to say, I'll go through my own things, but I just want to put your attention to the fact that one of the things that you do really well is you're very good at creating a shift in a situation or people. And this is just something I want to remind you of, that you can actually feel that moment where you do it. And I think that's one of the things you must focus on very heavily, is that that is what you really do for people. And that is something that for you is really the kind of essence of what you can do for someone else. And it's something that is really subjective, really subtle, and that you cannot really feel as such or so, but I can actually pinpoint that point where you go into that, and then I can actually feel that point where it flips over. And that's something that you do really well. And I think that's something that you should focus on when you connect with other people, is that is the point that you can take them to that point where you can actually bring them to a point where they kind of hesitant about what it is, and then give them that kind of inner clarity. And that is that magic thing really resonates with that. And I just want to remind you of it. That's all.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. And thank you for pointing that out. I take it. And that is my magic. That is my gift. That's why I'm here. And that's why I'm creating this group. And I'm doing more of this. So if you're, interested in joining, I'm starting a group. Yenny was part of one of the group this year, right? Energized last year. And that group was an amazing group, because Yenny started her business. Another one also become a Chinese metaphysics. Another one finally pursuing his passion in singing fully and published a song. Actually went into 2 song competition and put one in Spotify. So, you know, amazing things can happen in the small group, and I'm starting a new one in October. So if you're interested in joining, or if you know anyone who can benefit in joining that, please email me or DM me. I love to, share the information for all of you. Okay. All right. Anything else? What can we celebrate today now that we are finishing? Today's the last day. What can we celebrate for you? Ali, Yani, Yan?
Adding to what Karen just said, after that energized session, it's just like happened like that. Everything so fast. My friends offer me to join her to start this new business. Usually I was like keep on delaying or like questioning, should I or shouldn't I? But after that class, it's like more clear and it's just like a yes, and it's just moving forward so fast. So the
Nice.
energy is like really
Nice.
powerful after joining your session.
Yani. And what
Thank you,
can
Kat.
we celebrate for you now moving forward? What celebrate?
Yeah, from these 3 days, I think I learned a lot, like stop worrying about things that we can't control. That's the first, second day. And then now it's more clear for the reason why. It's not just like what I want, what I desire, but deeper, trying to figure it out, even though it's like just not I mean, like I'm not really know the 3 things, but at least I know I want to be successful in this business. It's just take a deeper desire out of it, like the accomplishment as a human being. It's not just like doing regular things as my daily things as a employee, but it's more like take an ownership of what I really can prove accomplishment as an entrepreneur. That's the deeper desire, which I didn't realize for this time being.
A lot of great things coming for you, Yani.
That's
Thank
it,
you.
You're a very strong, powerful woman, and I'm so happy now you're starting to acknowledge that, because I remember when you started to come to my class before. From
Yeah.
that to now, all right.
Yeah, thank you, Karen. I was like blur and not really understand and keep on walking on eggshell, worrying about things. But now I'm more chill, relaxed.
Yeah.
Even tested positive last time. It's like, okay, then what should I do? But it's not like panicking as before.
Oh, wonderful. Yay! I can't wait for
Mhm.
coming for you. I mean, she's a powerful superwoman. And for
Thank you.
it's just we're all waiting to see her power to really show, because she's
Thank
And I think for her, it's really about allowing herself to feel that, to really get into the feeling of what you achieve and what you get for yourself,
Yeah.
and that allowing of it as well, because that seems to be kind of a big topic for her, is to really feel into things, and that allowing of feeling that sense of being exactly who you're supposed to be. I think that's really important.
Yeah. So what can we celebrate with for you, Rian?
I think for me, one of the things that I really I had a long talk with my daughter yesterday, and we talked about this. So one of the things that I really celebrate for myself is that I kind of figured out that I'm always like pointing in the direction where I've tried to limit myself and doing things in a small scale, and I'm kind of realizing that that's not really me, and I should, and I think you said the same to me before, is that it's not really worth it to kind of box myself in, and to really celebrate it well. One of the places where I do really well is where there's a lot of other people, especially when they're confused about things, and I really take people from a point of confusion to a point of clarity, and I can sort situations really out very quickly, and but I do so sort of more publicly and more interactively and so on, and kind of doing things in the way that I'm doing it right now doesn't really resonate that much with me, and that's one of the things that kind of makes me stuck and not move forward. And I should do more things. Well, I'm going to do more things that move into that direction of getting exposure, getting connected to more people, and so on, whatever it is.
Wonderful. Ali, what are we?
Yes. Well, so for me, the big thing was that movie thing that you had us do, where we bring up pleasurable, not so pleasurable, cut, splice, pleasurable. That's how I interpreted what you had us do, is just being a movie editor.
Yeah.
Just being a movie editor. And I'm the movie editor. I'm not the actor. I'm not the director. I'm just looking at the film and making the cuts.
Yeah.
That's where you brought me in 3 days.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Yay. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you for hanging out with me for the last 3 days. I really am honored and really appreciative with your energy, because I get energy from all your feedbacks and for your all participation. So thank you. And I will be doing maybe another one like this. I might not do it in 3 days. I'm learning my lesson. I like to do probably just 1 day, but we'll see. I'm playing around with different formats. But yeah, again, like if you're interested in actually doing this with accountability inside of a group, so you always gonna achieve what your goals and really bust all your limiting beliefs and get out of all the chaos that, sometimes they will come in all different kind of forms. So if you want to be in a group where you're going to expand much faster than if you're doing it by yourself, you know where to find me. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Have a great weekend. I will see you again soon.
Great
Thank you very much again.